Thanks for watching the Yoga with Leo YouTube channel. I'm going to take you through the hip opening flow class. At any time, if you need a rest, take a child's pose, and let's begin. Okay, welcome. Thank you for coming. We're going to start our flow class in downward facing dog. So to come into downward facing dog, I want you to first come to all fours. And then step your feet back so that you can come into a plank pose, which is a push-up position. And this is where your hands and feet should be for downward dog. And all you need to do is lift your hips up now. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Spread your fingers. Take 3 deep breaths. Two more breaths. Great, stretch your legs. Last breath. Look forward, step your feet to the outsides of your hands. Turn your toes out. Sit down nice and low, squat pose. I'll turn towards you. From there, squeeze the sides of your hips and your heels together and lift your chest up. To lengthen the back of your neck, draw your chin in. Settle in, take another 3 breaths. Doing great, 2 more. Last breath. Plant your hands down. Turn your heels out slightly so that your feet are parallel. Place your hands onto your shins. Stretch your chest forward. Lengthen. Lengthen. Get lots of length. Great. Maintain the length and then hinge from your hips. Bow in. Grab the sides of your shins or ankles and gently draw your chest between your legs. Round your upper back, take another 3 breaths and soften. Work towards straightening your legs. Last breath. Take your hands onto your hips. Squeeze your elbows, stretch your chest forward, and slowly rise. Bring your feet together and step towards the top of the mat. Bring your hands to heart center. We'll move through Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, stretch your arms forward and up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen your chest. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Firm your arms and legs and anchor your tailbone to the heels. As you exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Lift your heart up, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Two more. Last one. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Exhale, bow. Push into your feet. Inhale, rise, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen. This time, hop or step back, lower down halfway. You can always lower the knees down too. Squeeze your elbows in. Lift your heart up, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Bend your knees, hop, step, or walk. Lengthen when you get to the top. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, hands for center. I'm gonna go a little further. Inhale, sit down nice and low, chair pose. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen your chest. Exhale, step back, plank pose, hold plank. From there, take another breath in. As you exhale, walk your left hand a little more forward, come on the outer edge of your left foot, stack your hips, turn open, side plank, stretch your right arm up, take another full breath. Great, exhale, plant your right hand down. Lower the knees if you need to, chaturanga, half a push-up. Lift your chest, upward dog or cobra, shoulders back. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Rise, hands up onto the front thigh, pause. Take a full breath. As you exhale, squeeze your legs together and sit a little deeper into your front knee. Anchor your tailbone down, lengthen your low back and stretch your arms up, 3 breaths. Keep turning your left hip and your left rib cage forward. 2 more breaths, sit a little lower. Last breath, stretch up. Exhale, hands down, step back, plank pose. Bring your feet together. Walk your right hand a little more forward and then come on the outer edge of your right foot. See if you can bring your hand either on the hip or stretch up. Take 1 full breath. Exhale, lower your left hand down. You can either rest in down dog or lower through. Lift your chest again. Downward dog. Step your left foot forward. Take the time to set your foundation. Rise, hands at the front thigh. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, settle into the legs. You can sit a little deeper. Anchor your tailbone towards the ground. Lean back and stretch your arms up. Take a deep breath in. Firm your legs, maybe stretch a little deeper. 2 more. Last breath, lift your chest, lift your arms. Exhale, hands down. Either rest down dog or lower down, halfway. Squeeze your shoulder blades, push into the tops of your feet, up dog. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Two. One more breath. Bend your knees, hop, step, or walk. Lengthen when you get to the top. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Stretch your arms up. Exhale, hands to our center. One more time. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hop or step back. Lower down, chaturanga. Lift your chest. Downward facing dog. This time, turn your left foot out 45 degrees. Step your right foot forward. Rise, hands up onto the front thigh. Walk your right foot just a little bit wider. And push down into your left heel. Sit a little deeper into your front knee. You got it. Once again, anchor your tailbone down. And from there, rise. Hands behind your head. So notice what happens when you push your head into your hands, how the front of the body draws towards the back of the body. Sit a little deeper. And then stay deep, look up, stretch your arms up, 3 breaths. Soften your left rib cage and gently turn it forward, 2 more breaths. Relax your pelvis, last breath. Exhale, plant your hands down. Lift your right leg up and back. On your exhale, tap your right knee to your right tricep. Come forward like plank. Inhale, lift it all the way back up. Exhale, draw the knee into your chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Hold, turn, lift. Inhale, bring it all the way back up. Exhale, come forward. You can plant the right foot down or keep it lifted, lower down halfway. Now plant the right foot, then the left, lift up. Downward dog. Turn your right foot out 45 degrees, step your left foot forward. Rise, hands up on the front thigh. Take a deep breath in. Settle a little deeper into your front leg. Scoop the tailbone again. Rise, hands behind the head. Feel the touch of your head into your hands and the hands into your head. Draw your navel and rib cage in and sit a little deeper. Stretch your arms up, 3 breaths. Count your breathing. One more. On your exhalation, hands down. Step your left foot all the way back, lift it up. Inhale. On your exhale, tap the left knee to your left tricep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw your knee into your chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw it to the right side. Hold, lift a little higher. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come forward, chaturanga, either both feet are on the ground or just one. Push the left foot down, then the right, up dog, downward facing dog. If you need to rest, just lower your knees down, sit onto your heels. Otherwise, 3 breaths in downward dog. One more breath. Okay, from down dog, step your feet forward all the way to the top of the mat. Bring it wide, turn your toes out, sit down nice and low. Malasana squat pose. Close your eyes for a moment. Calm your breath down. Take one more breath. Push into your feet, come all the way up to standing. Come to the center of your mat with your feet together. Bring your hands to heart center and then bend your knees. You can either step or hop your feet wide. So hop your feet as wide as your wrists and then place your hands onto your hips. Turn your right foot out to the right. Bend your right knee and place your forearm onto your thigh. Squeeze your legs together and turn your chest open. Turn, turn, turn. Great. Now stretch your left arm up to the sky. This is stage 1. Stage 2, you can bring your right tricep to the inside of your right knee. Turn open even more. Yes. Some of us, maybe it'll take your right hand to the ground, but keep the chest open if you're doing that. 2 more breaths. Doing great. Sit a little deeper. Last breath. Push into your right foot. Rise. Straighten the right leg. Place your left hand onto your left thigh. Stretch your right arm up. Reach up. Lengthen. Lean back. 1 more full breath. So now keep the length along the right side and stretch your right arm forward. And the stretching of the right arm forward actually comes from your right hip, moving back towards the left heel. So keep reaching, reach. And then turn your chest open and plant your right hand onto your right shin. And I like to keep the hand onto the rib cage as a way to help me remind myself to turn my chest open. Stretch your left arm up. 3 breaths. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. One more breath. Well done. Rise, come all the way up. Turn your right toes in. Turn your left toes out. Bend into your left knee. Rest your forearm onto your thigh. And sit low. Stretch your right arm up. Same thing. Just on the other side. You can stay here, which is stage 1. Or bring your left tricep to the inside of your left knee. Turn open even more. And notice if your chest is open, don't let it turn down. Now bring your left hand down to the ground. Settle in, breathe. Great, one more breath. Push into your left foot, rise, straighten your left leg, reach your left arm up and your right arm down. Breathe along the left side of the body and continue to extend your left arm up. Reach, reach, then keep the length as you dip forward. Reach forward with the left arm by dipping your left hip to your right heel. Keep dipping, dip. Now turn your chest up, place your left hand on your shin and stretch your right arm up. This is called triangle pose. 3 breaths. Squeeze your legs together. And then from your hips, push back down your feet and stretch. 2. One more breath. And rise. Turn your left toes in. Bend your knees. You can either hop or step your feet together. Stand tall. Roll your shoulders back. Close your eyes. 3 breaths. Slowly open your eyes. Come back to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, stretch your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen your chest. You can rest in down dog or step back to plank, lower down. Lift your chest up dog or cobra. Meeting back in downward dog. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee down. And then walk your left hand a little wider to the left. Place your right hand on your right knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly turn and twist your chest to the right. Good, this is stage 1. Stage 2, bend your left knee and then see if you can grab it with your right hand. Yeah, if you can't quite get it, just bring your bum back. You might be able to get your foot then. Gently pull it in and kick your foot back into your hand as you sit deeper. Yeah. From there, lean your chest back, your head back, and breathe. 2 more breaths. Good, last breath. Okay, slowly release the left foot. We're not quite done yet. Bring your right hand down. Then walk your hands a little more further forward. Take a deep breath in. And here, keep your hips lifted. Just lower your chest and forehead towards the ground. If you can, go palms flat. Take 3 breaths here. Squeeze your right hip in. And once again, soften. 2 more. Last breath. Now rise. Step back. Downward facing dog. Nothing fancy, just going to the other side. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower the right knee down. Walk your right hand a little wider to the right, and then place your left hand onto your left knee. Turn and twist. So you can stay here or bend your right knee, grab a hold of the foot with your left hand. Yeah. Take your time to get the foot. Gently pull it in, and at the same time, kick your foot back, and now lean back. Lean back. 3 breaths. Breathe into the front of the right thigh. See if you can sit a little deeper. 2. Last breath. Release the right foot. Plant your hands down. Bring them a little further forward and even wider. Take a deep breath in to lift your hips. Keep the hips lifted. Just drop your chest and forehead to the ground. Try palms flat. Once you're there, you don't really need to do much more. Just settle in and breathe. Well done. Rise. Either sit back onto your heels or go to a downward dog. Pause for a couple breaths. Last breath. If you haven't lowered your knees already, do so now. Swing your legs out in front of you. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Then grab the tops of your feet and lift your chest. Yes. Bow forward just 25%. And then place your forearms right onto the thighs. And lift your thighs up into your forearms. And from there, use your forearms to gently stretch your knees wider as you bow the rest of the way. Round your head in. 3 breaths. Two more breaths. Last one. Inhale, come all the way up, rise. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Very simple twist, bend your left knee. Then hold on to the knee and lift your chest up. Keep lifting, keep lifting. Firm your right leg down into the mat. Bring your left arm to the inside of your left leg and push your arm into the knee and turn your chest open to the right. Yes. Bring your right hand back behind you, lift your sternum. And from there, look over your right shoulder as you twist. Breathe into the low back as you lengthen. Two more breaths. Soften for your last breath. Inhale back to center. Switch your legs. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Grab a hold of the knee and lift your chest. Keep your chest lifted. Bring your right arm to the inside. Plant your left hand back behind you and use that to help you lift your sternum. Keep the spine lifting, then turn towards the left. Settle in. This is your last 3 breaths before our relaxation. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten your legs. Lower down onto your back. As we come into our last pose, which we call corpse pose, which is very much a part of the entire practice. So make sure you make time for this, and I will guide you through to help you relax. Let your toes, feet turn out. The palm relax. The arms and shoulders to relax. On each and every exhale, let the front of your body soften towards the back of the body. And simply follow the breath going in through the nose and softly out through the nose. Without moving your body, take 3 deep breaths. Bend your knees one at a time. Roll over onto your side. Use your hands to push yourself up. Sit up nice and tall. Take a moment to take another 3 breaths. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. Check in with you next time and have a wonderful day. Namaste.